Guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I love you very much. Hey, if you would love to join these people here on the side of the screen, we would love to have you. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a great time. You can yell at me in the live, and it's great because I really just deal with people yelling at me. Also, if you like the video, a thumbs up really does help the channel a lot, as well as the sub if you're not subscribed yet. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about Gymshark and how they hate men. All men, Gymshark, they hate them, okay, in case you didn't know. What am I talking about? Well, let's find out. So we are talking about a post that was made by, the lovely Gymshark. So here's the post right here. And it says, it shows this young lady right here, and it says, I'm only 21 and I'm going to build a woman's only gym. A woman's only gym? How dare you, Gymshark? Why is she saying this? Well, let's find out. Gymshark, at Natalie Barnett, feels stronger when she's training with her friends because they help to push her further than she'd push herself alone. She's currently crowdfunding to open a women's-only gym in Birmingham, pretty sure that's how you say it, to give women a secure and safe space to work out, feel strong, and push each other to achieve their goals. Who makes you feel stronger? Hashtag Gymshark. And because I am the way that I am, and I can't help myself, I had to leave a comment. And I said, why am I the way that I am? I left a comment that said, excited to see how many big tough men get their feelings hurt by this, okay? So this is the post, but there's also some more to the post. So we're going to go ahead and watch the videos that they posted as well.
In the UK, and I'm a fitness influencer that inspires and builds confidence in women and girls around the world. In 2017, I finished my A-levels and I lost a lot of weight due to stress. And then I joined the gym and I just fell in love with weight training. I find it really empowering to have strength as a woman. My goal right now is to have a 150 kg deadlift. For me, strength is training together, having a support system around you and just pushing each other. There's a lot of barriers and there's a lot of stereotypes about what strength looks like. You can lift the weights that you want to lift and you can train how you want to train. My mission to build a women's only gym is something that I've always wanted to do. And I just think it's very important for women to have a safe space to train in and to feel comfortable in, and women from all backgrounds and all sizes to feel comfortable whilst training. I'm Natalie Barnett.
So that was the video, and I think it's just photos from there, right? So I, of course, left that comment, and people were upset with me. So the arguments that you hear a lot, that a lot of people have left, is that, well, if a woman can do this, then a man should be able to open a men's only gym, right? That's like the most common one, which understandable. But the thing, or one of the other top comments was like, oh my God, like this is opening the floodgates to segregation and like all this stuff, right? So for me, the first thing that I think of is, one, women's only gyms have existed for a very long time. Like that's not a new thing. It might be a new thing in the UK. Obviously, I'm not from the UK. But in America, there have been women's only gyms for a long time. What it seems like she is trying to open is a strength-based gym that is for women only, right? And then the other argument that I've heard a lot, which I'm sure people will comment down in the bottom of this video, is that, well, then I'll just identify as a woman. I've seen this comment, right? I'm going to identify as a woman, I'm going to put a wig on, and I'm going to go into the gym. Bro, if it is that serious to you, do it. Like, in my opinion, if it really bothers you that much that a woman wants to have a place where they feel safe in a gym, that you feel like you are now going to identify as a woman and go to the gym, do it, bro. Just go. All right? Have fun. That's my opinion, because the reason I say that, it's not going to happen, right? And then the other thing that you hear, I know that I'm getting heated, but this stuff bothers me because I have talked about this many times of seeing in person women feeling very uncomfortable in the gym that I go to because of dudes making them uncomfortable, right? Like, I hate that. I hate it. I want everyone to feel comfortable in the gym. So the other thing that you hear a lot is people saying that, or like dudes being like, well, I don't understand why you can't just work out in the gym like with everyone else. Like, I've never felt uncomfortable. Why do you feel uncomfortable, right? Why do you feel like you need a gym? And like, that explains that explains it to me. To me personally, that explains it. If you cannot understand why a woman would feel uncomfortable, that explains it, right? You have obviously never felt that way. So to you, you're like, why would you even want to have your own gym? Because you yourself have never felt uncomfortable. Exactly. You don't need your own gym because you've never felt uncomfortable. So then why does it matter if someone wants to open a gym to make themselves feel more comfortable? And again, these gyms are not a new thing that's never existed. Women's only gyms have been around for a very long time. Have they been like this where they're strength training facilities? I don't know. I've obviously never been into a women's only gym. From what I've seen from a lot of people that have messaged me, they're like, well, Curbs has been around, but they've always been a little bit more gimmicky or not been about strength training and stuff like that. So for me personally, as a dude that would never try and go into this women's only gym, that as a dude that would never try and enter, like, does it bother me? Not even a little bit. Because I feel comfortable going to the regular gym. And guess what? To the guys that are upset because they're no longer going to see women in the gym, I promise you not every woman is going to decide to go to a women's only gym. The other criticism I've heard, I know that I'm kind of going on tangents and rants, but I just want to try and get to a lot of the really popular criticisms that I've seen. The other really popular one that I've seen is like, well, it's not fair because what if the gym is in a place where it's the only gym, and so I'm a man and I can't go to the women's only gym? In my opinion, I highly doubt that in a area where there is no gym, someone would open a woman's only gym when they could just open a gym for everyone because there is no gym in that area. In my opinion, the only way a woman's only gym would work is if there are other gyms in the area to serve the men and the other women who are not going to want to go to a woman's only gym, because there are plenty of women that aren't going to want to go to a woman's only gym, and that's fine. They shouldn't have to go to that, right? Just like men shouldn't have to go to a men's only gym. But if you want to open a men's only gym, go for it. Like, that's fine, right? In my opinion, do I think a lot of dudes are going to want to go there? Probably not. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's probably not going to happen very much. Okay, but now there is a big but here in this article, because while there is a lot of, I feel this way about the idea of this, there are actually some things and some criticisms that people have against this particular creator or particular influencer, the woman in particular that's doing this, that they have an issue with, right? And I think that there are valid criticisms there that I do want to bring up because I think it's interesting, and I do think that there is a little bit of hypocrisy going on, so it's not all positive. All right, so this comment was in reply to me. Most of them were all just, oh, I'm a dude, I want to open a dude-only gym, or people calling me a simp, people calling me whatever name you can think of, right? That's what most of the replies were. But there was this actually very well thought out reply that I do want to read to you, which gave me a little bit of insight, okay? So it's from Mighty Tiny Fitness, and it says, oh, my feelings are through the roof with this post. As a trainer of 8 years who has trained pre/postnatal women, Paralympic athletes, senior citizens, marathon runners, etc., and it's absolutely not what you think it's for. She wants to promote women's health and fitness, but she sells waist trainers and then suggests everyone buy one. And then she, in quotes, it's her own brand because they definitely get your waist snatched. Her anterior pelvic tilt is so horribly mismanaged that her variation of glute bridges does more harm than good, especially to people suffering from joint issues. And on top of that, she's shamelessly asking for donations to open up her own gym. It also makes me wonder what's wrong with her current business model that she can't build her business / make enough money to put into her storefront gym as she seems perfectly able-bodied. Sponsored by Gymshark. Am I missing something? While she is catering to a huge, well-known problem, it also feels like she's preying on vulnerable and desperate women. And so I replied, those are all great criticisms that I don't even disagree with. I was posting about the thousands of dudes, because there are, that are upset about the mere fact of a woman's only gym. I see no issues with the concept. As far as this influencer in particular, I am not an expert on all of her previous posts, right? And so if we go to, there are some things. So if we go to her Instagram, there is this post, which I do think is, not the best look. If you are trying to say I'm here for women and I don't want to be all the gimmicks and stuff like that. So it says, this is her posting about this sweatband. Huge sale on my sweat belts and resistance bands. If y'all are training in this heat and take it up a level to add more of my sweat belts, the sweat gonna be crazy. And you guys know I got the cutest bands, my absolute go-to for all booty days. Bands are fine, whatever, right? But there's this comment which says, do the sweatbands really reduce waist? I have heard conflicting research on this, but I've also seen results. And then the reply, and this is something that you hear a lot when people talk about these sweatbands because they know they're BS, in my opinion. It says, pairing the sweat belt with a caloric deficit will indeed snatch your waist. So it's like you're not necessarily lying, but it's like you don't need the sweat belt. The sweat belt will make your waist smaller in that specific moment because you are sweating so much from that area, right? You are putting something that is making you sweat an insane amount on your stomach. But the second you drink some water, it's going to come back. So yes, you can snatch your waist by being in a caloric deficit and using the sweat belt, but you're not getting your waist snatched because you are using the sweat belt, right? So again, valid criticism. And then the other one, I don't know, maybe this is not a problem for other people. I think it's kind of weird. But the fact that she is crowdfunding this gym that Gymshark is posting, for me, I'm like, Gymshark is a huge company. So she's trying to raise 150,000 pounds, right? I'm pretty sure it's pounds. And she's, I'm sorry, she's raised 615 pounds. So hasn't raised that much money. But it says, building a woman's only gym, Natalie B. Fitness, right? And it's called the Girls Spot, but as it is shortened to the G Spot, which, hey, whatever works for you. It says, I'm a fitness YouTuber, an influencer who has always had the huge goal of building my very own women's gym. I know how much women need a safe space to train without harassment, staring, and unwanted conversations. I want this gym to be a place for women to train and feel safe while offering so much more than just a gym membership. I'm currently based in the UK, but I really want to branch out to other countries too and help women around the world. All donations will go towards the infrastructure, construction, and rent of the building, equipment, and insurance of the gym. I'd appreciate any donations at all that could help this goal come to life, right? So, again, valid criticism. Do I think it's a little weird to try and crowdfund for this gym? Yeah, I think that's a little strange. Do I think the idea of a woman's only gym is inherently a problem? No, I don't think that that's a bad thing at all. In fact, I think that if it gets more women to train, then that's a good thing, right? Now, I do want to address I don't know if I should call it the elephant in the room. But a lot of people, even in the chat, have been talking about, trans women, right? And I know that is difficult, right? And I'm not going to sit here and say that I have the answer for that. I would say that it's going to be very much so based on, person by person, kind of a person by person thing. I think the thing that, for me, makes sense is like, if you identify as a woman, then I think like you should be able to go, right? If you are and you genuinely do, right? And I know this is getting a little bit into like politics and people don't like when I talk about this stuff, but like this is coming from a cis, straight white dude, right? But if you genuinely identify as a woman and you would feel more comfortable there, then I don't see that as an issue, right? But there's a big difference between genuinely identifying as that and then just being a dude that is like, I want to go to this gym because I want to make a YouTube video, or I want to go to this gym because I want to, show them what's up. So I'm going to say I identify as a woman and wear a wig, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Like, I think if you are obviously doing that, and you're obviously trying to be malicious and you're trying to be a troll, then I think that like getting kicked out is fine, But that's my opinion. The whole thing, the main thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that I think it's totally fine for there to be an all-woman gym. Do I think that this is the best way to do it, to go about it? Not necessarily. Do I think that there are probably going to be like issues or things that have to be figured out, things that have to be ironed out? I'm sure. But at the same time, again, women's only gyms exist right now. So I don't know exactly how they do things, but I'm sure looking at how they do things and then kind of figuring it out as you go, I think that works, But again, that's just my opinion, and I wanted to let y'all know.